Let's pull into this crossroads store where the boys are gathered round. I think I'll check this cold drink box. Now look here what I found. Just look here what I found.
Anytime, anyplace, everywhere, everything is great with Grape-Et. Wonderful treasure, bottle of pleasure, living is great with Grape-Et.
Grape-Et was a grape-flavored beverage made by Camden Soft Drink Company. It enjoyed widespread popularity for more than 30 years, but hasn't been seen on local grocery shelves in better than 2 decades. Yet the taste of Grape-Et still lingers in the minds of many Arkansans.
It was sweet, but it was still refreshing. The color, I always loved the color, and putting it in a nice clear glass with ice in it. It was almost like having a dessert.
Love Grape-Et. My uncle and aunt had a small grocery store at Harmony Grove, and of course we could get about anything we wanted out of the drink boxes and the candy counters. So yes, I loved it.
Most people will remember Coke floats and root beer floats, but in the Camden area, and a lot of people who like Grape-Et in particular, just mix some vanilla ice cream with some Grape-Et, and it's a quite tasty drink.
Those were called Purple Cows, one of the many facts former Camden resident Bill Thomas has compiled about Grape-Et.
It seems that Mr. B.T. Folks, it's not spelled the way it sounds, it's F-O-O-K-S, but it's pronounced Folks. It seems that Mr. Folks was running a gasoline station downtown Camden in 1926. On a lark, I'm told, he was offered and in fact purchased a New Grape franchise. In a short period, he decided or discovered that he had something of an aptitude for formulating drinks himself.
Folks concocted Grape-Et and put it on the market in 1939. Francis Brooker later became his chief chemist.
Grape-Et had a distinctive flavor. It also had a high sugar content and was bolstered by the use of dextrose to give it a real mouthfeel. And the three of them together made it the outstanding grape drink in the United States.
I remember particularly my mother always saying that the drink was distinctive because it had a real fruit juice base.
Linda Mashaw was Folks' niece, and her mother worked for Grape-Et.
It was more expensive to manufacture, but it was what gave it its wonderful flavor.
Francis Bland of Paragould has been in the soft drink business for 70 years. Way back when, he sold Blue Boy grape, but he knew what made Grape-Et successful.
Oh yes, I've tasted a Grape-Et. Of course, we didn't have it, and I had the other, and I didn't have to pay for it. But it was a real good drink. It was a different tasting grape, a good tasting grape, and the little bottle, I think.
Grape-Et's familiar 6-ounce, 5-cent bottle was its mainstay for years.
You know, after a hot ball game, you could take an ice cold Grape-Et and chug a little gut sucker in about 3 good draws, and you were set for another 2 or 3 innings anyway.
You could just drink a 6-ounce bottle so fast, it was just good.
Carl Shanslin of Camden says Grape-Et was also available in a syrupy concentrate.
Back when I was growing up, we couldn't buy a Coke every time we wanted one, so you could add approximately 6 parts water to 1 part Grape-Et and make like a Kool-Aid drink.
Kids liked the decorative bottle the syrup came in. When empty, they doubled as coin banks. Shanslin has a few of them, along with other Grape-Et memorabilia.
When they started going to bottling the syrup in the banks, the animal banks, they started out with a cat. And the neck of the cat bank bottle didn't line up with their bottling equipment. So they went with the elephant and the clown. My most prized possessions are my pastels. They were the original paintings that hung in the Grape-Et plant. And I'm also fond of my neon clock.
Grape-Et was a major force in the soft drink industry into the 1960s. It was available in at least 40 states, but competition eventually forced a change.
When we went to a larger than 6-ounce bottle, we had to remove some of the sugar and the dextrose so people would not find that it was too sweet, and never did have the original taste again.
After Grape-Et disappeared domestically, a hot springs company continued selling the original syrup to Latin American and Asian countries. More recently, a less sweet variation of the formula has been used in the production of 2 grape sodas sold in Arkansas. Some aficionados may try these products, while others might prefer to savor the flavor in their minds.
Anytime, any place, everywhere.